All righty. Okay. Good morning, Governor. Good morning, Director. So first question, how are things going this morning? How was your commute to the EMA building?
Well, I'm here with the director here at the EMA building, and we're monitoring the storm right now, which is starting to accelerate. And I'll let Mark kind of give you a heads up on where we are, and I want to make sure that people deliver the message, let's stay off the roads during this time frame because the snow is going to continue to accumulate, and we don't want people out and about and then have to come back to their homes when the issues are at the worst.
Yeah, and Governor's completely right. As forecasted, the snow is starting to pick up in intensity, which we knew, and that means when the snowfall rates are 1 inch, 2 inches an hour, it becomes messy on the roads and becomes hard for the Department of Transportation to plow. So, my message out to the folks is if you can stay home, please do. Stay safe and stay home.
And I know that the tractor trailer ban was implemented, but any plans to lift that earlier than expected?
Well, we're going to wait on. I was talking to Governor Lamont last night as well, and in touch with Governor Healy in Massachusetts. We'll be coordinating that across state lines. We had a conversation with the Colonel, our Colonel Weaver, just a few minutes ago, just to kind of see how that was going. And they're monitoring that right now. So right now there is a tractor trailer ban, and we're asking everybody to adhere to that. And then right now we're looking at what Massachusetts, Connecticut does, so we align when we lift that ban, so that we're lifting it together.
You said you spoke with him. Any issues with compliance? And if something like that happens, if a trailer is caught on the road, do they get in trouble?
Mark mentioned something about
so just a little bit about the tractor trailer ban. In addition to what the governor said, we never institute one alone. It's always in coordination with Massachusetts and Connecticut. In this case, it was New York, Connecticut, us, and Massachusetts. So when we spoke to Colonel Weaver earlier, there were a couple of compliance issues. I think they stopped 1 or 2 tractor trailer trucks, but overall, the trucking industry has been very compliant.
Okay. And then let's just talk about roads generally. I was monitoring the RIDOT Twitter, looking for accidents and crashes this morning, saw a couple of spinouts on the roads. Yeah, I guess it's to be expected, right? But do you have any numbers from state police that you can share on how many crashes or incidents they responded to so far?
So nothing has been reported that has not been cleared in terms of being serious that I'm aware of. We have, but I would say that we've got well over 400 plows that are out on the roads. And we know that it's a real message to deliver to people. That's one of the reasons they want to stay off the road, not only because what you just said, that they put their own safety at risk, but we need to make sure that the people who are doing the work, the plowing the snow right now, are safe as well. And it only complicates their job when people are out on the road and they're competing for the same roadway. So we're asking people to stay off the roads, through the time frame when the snow stops. We will let them know when it makes sense. I've talked to the DOT director today. They feel as though that they should have things under control pretty good around 9 o'clock tonight based on the weather forecast, and that they should be down to pavement before the next workday opens up. Very important. Valentine's Day is coming up, and we're gonna, we want to make sure our businesses are active, and we believe that we'll be in good shape tomorrow.
Any issue with like ambulances or anything like that getting to hospitals, or any problems with emergency calls?
Yeah, no reports of that at all. So we haven't seen that. And the other thing is, we forecasted this to be bad, as it gets later in the day. And if you're looking outside right now, you're seeing those wind gusts pick up. You couple that with 1 inch, 2 inches per hour snow. Now you got whiteout conditions. That's why we don't want people on the roads unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. The other question I had was, I know this was mentioned last night and also in the press release, but with the Washington Bridge, just want to touch base on that. First of all, like people on the eastbound side who might get into a snag with an accident and how they, get help. And then also clearing snow off of the westbound side that's shut down.
I spoke to, in communication with Peter Alvidi a few minutes ago specifically about the Washington Bridge. So they feel as though that the traffic is light and is traveling well. So we'll keep monitoring that situation. But that's another reason as well. We know that if there's an accident or an abandoned car of some sort, or a truck that somehow impedes one of those two lanes or both of those lanes that are traveling either east or west, that's going to cause a big backup potentially. And as we get further in the day, we don't want people in their vehicles while the snow is falling in a way where the snow only complicates a problem that can be avoided.
Alex, we got to jump to our next interview.
One last question, power outages. How are those working out right now? And do you expect those to go up throughout the day?
Last I checked, there were none, unless in the last hour they've jumped up, but power outage so far not an issue, but we'll keep an eye on that. We'll be in contact with Rhode Island Energy as the winds start to pick up and it gets gusty. Some of the snow is stuck on wires and limbs, so we're monitoring that now.
Okay. Thank you both so much. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alex.
Stay safe.